Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Not a Pro Gardener here, and we're in zone 6B, now 7A. Today it is, let's see here, the 18th of January. It is 1:34 p.m. We finally got some chances to come harvest some broccoli. It's like partly cloudy today, you know, the sun's dipping in and out. It is 33 or 34 degrees out here. We're in between the thaw and the freeze, and since we got about 3 or 4 nights below 10 coming up in a row, if I get a chance, I'll pip up an image of that over here. And we got those days coming, and I wanted to get this harvested because, as you can see, right there, some cracking. That's from them being frozen a little bit and it's damaged. But the good thing about broccoli is that I chop it up and freeze it anyway. So I went ahead and harvested them, and I'll pip up that clip of that right there. You can see me harvest them real quick. I didn't count how many heads we got, but we're gonna go ahead and get them cleaned up, put them in the fridge and that stuff as well. We got a little update video, so after I'm done talking, I'll pip that up, which is after harvesting the broccoli. We'll talk about that stuff in that plot there. And after we're done with that, then I think if I got time, I'm gonna go show you my onions. I haven't seen them since the last video that I posted, and they've had some 5-degree night, I think. It's like around 12 or more hours of below 10 or something like that. And I haven't been over there to check them, and the snow's melting, so I'm interested to see, have a little more of an update for you there. But this is the biggest head that I got, which is not as good as I normally do. This is the Bell Star variety. Never grown that before. I've never grown a fall broccoli crop before, or Brussels sprout, or cauliflower. So it's kind of an experiment here in zone 6B, 7A. I've got lots of footage on the broccoli that hopefully I pipped up. Hello everybody and welcome back. It is January 6th and it is 19 degrees outside. We got about 4 to 6 inches of snow in some places. So today we have to get our broccoli harvested. This is what the broccoli looks like right now under cover. All that insulating snow around there probably would hold them through these cold temperatures. There's a lot of really cold nights coming ahead in the next 2 days, so. And that became a very short update. As you can see, there's about 1/8 of an inch sheet of ice over this whole thing, maybe even more on the very top. And it's like that throughout the whole thing. It's ever since that snow yesterday, I guess it lightly melted and got froze back on top. There's literally sheet of glass ice domes over all of them. So we're gonna go ahead and leave this alone. Footage on the broccoli that hopefully I pipped up after the post-harvest video. After I harvest this, I was gonna pip up another video of when I was going to harvest it after that snow, but there was so much ice I could not get in there without ripping up the frost fabric. So keep that in mind if you're gonna grow fall crops for stuff like this. And I kept the frost cloth on them since the first really bad temperatures we had, and they've been on there ever since, and only minimal damage for the heads so far. I mean, that stuff here, I mean, it looks like it's not rotting or anything, so that's perfectly fine with me. We've been below 30 degrees for like the past, I don't know how many days. And another update on the onions that are going to go in here. I kind of forgot about them, and they ended up damping off because I kind of left them bottom water. It was my mistake. They're no more, and I'm thinking either I'm just going to go all tomatoes, or I'm going to do, what I was really thinking about doing is I got to time it just right with our market. I got to time things right so they come off around that time of the market, so I can, you know, produce some kind of crop right on time for the customer, situations like that. I also thought about direct seeding bunching onions in here, but it's still a new plot, and I guarantee there are a ton more weeds under there because I did process the ground again, you know, before I put the chickens in here because there was so much compaction. So I'm kind of leaning towards the weed fabric and maybe straw, hay, whatever I can get my hands on, and planting transplants into that. But it's up in the wind. It could be, you know, some head lettuces going in here instead of the onions, or it could be, you know, bunching onions. It's hard. I know if I do the bunching onions, I'm going to be battling the weeds for a long time. So probably just go the transplant route and just make it easier on myself. You know, if you can make things easier on yourself and you can swing it, that'd be the best way to do it. So, all right, so let's go ahead and we're going to get after it. So we're going to throw up some B-roll, if I haven't already, of me processing these heads and putting them in the fridge for now until I get a chance to maybe blanch and freeze them, stuff like that. I mean, we're probably going to be eating some fresh tonight, stuff like that as well. So let's get after it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at all the broccoli and stuff we got going on here. So this is what everything looks like. Got one there, one under there, one right there, there. This one kind of got snapped off because there was like 3 inches of ice on top of the tunnel. Surprisingly, the frost fabric didn't rip, although I kind of ripped it a little bit getting the ice off the bottom edges and stuff. Some more broccoli there. These are all about 1 foot apart. First fall harvest I've ever done with broccoli. And this is the Bell Star from High Mulling Seeds, I believe's variety. That one's probably the best one. As you can see, the ice kind of sat right there on it. Kind of broke a few little pieces. Some of these down here are getting pretty small, but hey, they'll still eat. And then this last one here. And over here, it's kind of hard to tell. As you can see, we do have some Brussels sprouts forming, and not on all of them, just some of them. So I'll probably let these Brussels sprouts grow till next year. Because they seem to be doing okay. Some of them flattened out like that, which looks like a cabbage almost. Might be enough for a taste, and it was definitely good enough for an experiment. Pretty happy with the experiment because now I know what I can and can't do. Just more experience, the better. Now, step over this with the cauliflower. I believe it's like lavender cauliflower. It seems the biggest heads I have are about 2 inches across, roughly. I haven't seen any yet that are bigger, and all of these have survived. All of these heads, and broccoli heads and all this. This all literally survived. It was, I think it was around 24 hours with the snow on, which helped, obviously. It was around, I don't know, 24 hours. Still some more ice. 5 degrees. I'm sure there was a wind chill on top of that too, but it was so cold that I wrote all these guys off. I figured they were goners, but they survived. Whenever I first got that big snow, and it was like 3 inches of ice or 2 inches on top of the tunnels, and then we had snow on top of that. I kind of got some footage of that. We'll kind of try to go do an update on my onions and stuff as well over there on the Green Hill Zone, but this is how this stuff's doing here. Pretty sure I could just let this stuff grow till next year. I mean, they got adequate water. Snow's been melting for the last couple days, and it rained last night quite a bit. Alright everybody, so it's pretty windy up here. Hopefully you can hear me, because in some of my videos it gets pretty windy, so bear with me. I just want to come up here and just check and see how they're doing. I just can't contain myself any longer. I mean, the tunnels look like they're doing okay. I don't see no issues with that. Big pieces of ice still in the middle here. Try not to fall and destroy something here. Hopefully these guys survived. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Look at that big boy. Look at all them onion leaves on that plant. Oh yeah. Lots of weeding to do, but hey, these onions are getting pretty thick already. This is awesome. I might even check my hydrometer, see if the battery's still going. If it is, I'll pip up an image of how warm it is inside the tunnel right now. Yeah, minimal damage. I can get my camera to turn. Battery must be dying. Minimal frost damage. Still looking pretty darn good. They're definitely growing. They've grown about 1/8 of an inch or more around since I've been here last time. Sweet. All right. Let's see if I can get out of here. That's awesome, because these guys have survived some seriously cold temperatures up here. The snow was melted off, and this snow was melted off, and it was about, I don't know, it was like 8 degrees like a day ago or something like that. I can't quite remember. But that's why we got all this ice that's melting today. But then I think in 2 days I'll pip up an image again, same one from the beginning of this video, of the weather that's coming in the next day or two, I think. So this is our onion and garden update. And this is Not a Pro Gardener here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notified every time I come out with a new video, in case you want to see how these onions did in zone 6B and now 7A. So if we don't get to the tomatoes this evening, it might be another video. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.